I terminated the so-called diesel exhaust fluid.
So, could we be seeing the end of diesel exhaust fluid? If you believe what the president says, yeah. We're going to get into all that and more right after this. Quick break, guys. I'm out today in the M5, but I got to talk about our great sponsors here, Extter. You know, if you've been around the channel, you already know Exter's been a part of my everyday setup for a long time, okay? This is the, whether it's the wallets or the Exter Card Holder Pro, these things are absolutely clutch. And it's still, as you can see, my daily wallet. I even grabbed one for the missus, and she's been using hers every day too. First thing you notice is just how slim it is, but it still holds everything you need. You can hold up to 14 cards and bills with no bulk at all. One button and the cards pop right up. It's super smooth, especially when you're checking out or paying for gas and don't want to hold up the line. It's all metal, made from recycled aluminum, and it blocks RFID, so you don't have to worry about wireless theft. And for my Android folks and iOS, they have these different trackers that you can get. And if you've ever set your wallet down and thought, where did I put that? You can hit a button in the app, either Android or iOS, because they make it for both. And they have this binder card for Android and iOS. And it'll slip right into the wallet. It'll make a little noise, and you can see where it's at on a map. It's actually super, super, super cool. You can toss it in your bag, or you can use it like I do. I've used a lot of their trackers to track my cars. I put them in the doors, or I throw them in the trunk. And if my car is going somewhere, I can see it where it's at. You can ring it from your phone or check its last known location on a map. It just gives you that peace of mind. And if you're traveling at this time of year, Exter's Travel Pack, the vacuum kit, has been a game changer for packing. You could fit way more into your bag, compress on the go, and keep everything sealed and protected from spills, odors, and everything else. It makes carry-on travel way less stressful and lets you fit up to 60% more in any travel bag. Plus, and if you didn't know, Exter backs all their products with a 100-day money-back guarantee, so you can try it risk-free. Exter's running their New Year sale right now with up to 48% off. And if you use my code TK20, you'll get an extra 20% off at checkout. 68% off. You really can't beat that. Hit the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen. And thanks to Exter for sponsoring this part of the video. And like I said, I only deal with companies. I only promote companies or products I actually use. You guys know this. And here it is. Like I said, I use this wallet every single day. So a major shout out to our sponsors, Exter, again, for sponsoring today's video. Man, I can't say it enough. I got to show you guys this clip. Somebody sent it to me today, and I was just like, hold on. Wait a minute. What?
I terminated the so-called diesel exhaust fluid requirement. You know what that is? Saving family farmers more than $1 billion a year.
No, it's not AI. No, it's not user-generated. Yes, it's legitimate. Yes, the president says, I ended DEF. Huh. You ended the requirement for DEF? Is that something new? Did I miss something? Because I know that they put out guidance saying that they could change the tunes and stuff on trucks while they don't limit where we're at. But look, I reached out to the White House press secretary's office to just get a clarification from anybody, from any staff member there, on what the president is talking about. And I don't know if the president got ahead of himself or not, but it looks like the White House with the EPA are making the necessary moves to no longer require diesel exhaust fluid on diesel trucks. Look, I don't work at the White House. I couldn't tell you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a congressman or a senator. I haven't seen any legislation. I mean, I have seen legislation that's been proposed, but I haven't seen anything pass that would instantly get rid of DEF. Now, we've seen guidance and rules and memos that were issued by Lee Zeldin at the direction of the president to allow companies to change tunes and things of that nature so that vehicles didn't bog down or, you know, go down to 1% power because they ran out of DEF. Okay, so that's one thing. What I find interesting here, though, is it's not that. The president said clearly, I ended the requirement for diesel exhaust fluid. Now, when you're talking to a room full of farmers and other people, they're going to be excited about that. Because I can tell you right now, farmers, truck drivers, other people that use heavy equipment like that over time know how much of a pain in the mother effing ass diesel exhaust fluid is when you're trying to just operate and run your truck or your equipment. When it fails, you're screwed. The equipment virtually becomes worthless. So I find it interesting that this happens, right? I find it very interesting that this happens. That, you know, this gets proposed or this gets put out or the president drops it, kind of like jumps ahead of his, you know, planning or whatever. And now we're looking at no more diesel exhaust fluid. Really? Damn. Now, if this is something that the president is able to do by executive order, right? Or if this is something he's able to do by rules at the EPA, can we please just go ahead and fully, I understand that he pulled back the Department of Justice. We talked about that recently, where the DOJ basically said, we're not prosecuting these cases. We're dismissing all of these cases. And we're also not going after people for money or civil stuff anymore either. We got that clarification last week. So you're basically pulling all of the teeth out of the Clean Air Act. There's no civil penalty. There's no criminal penalty. Well, why ain't people just deleting their trucks? They are. They're getting to it. Best believe that. Now, the biggest thing that I find interesting here, though, is having the president jump out and get ahead of this. I almost feel like maybe the president should jump out and just say, hey, we're going to just allow people to do whatever they want with their property. That'd be awesome. You mean like, I want to make my truck more reliable, better on the environment, get better mileage, use less diesel, and I can do all of that just by getting rid of some of this arbitrary crap that's on the emission system. And the president's like, yeah, do it. This is huge news, guys. I don't know what to tell you, but I can tell you right now that this is absolutely huge news. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think that the president coming out and saying, I got rid of diesel exhaust fluid, I did that for the farmers, I did that for the truck driver, I did that, is that, and then some people going, what happened? Because are you happy to hear that the president said that? Like, is it something that changes this week via executive order or EPA rules? Are you excited that the president said it? Because I can tell you right now, I am. 100% I am. Can we get to some damn common sense, please? I'm all about it. So, also want to give a major shout out to Ram while I'm here. You'll see some videos with this truck of other stuff we've done out here in Mississippi, from pulling trees off the, out of the road to just running this thing in like the most insane conditions, a foot and a half of snow or 6 inches of ice, and this thing just went through it. And I want to give a major Shout out, like I said, to Ram Trucks too for, you know, providing us with this limited Longhorn while we're here in Mississippi to, you know, take care of some stuff. So I truly appreciate it. Again, major shout out to our sponsors, Extter, man. And I say this all the time. I know you guys get tired of me saying it, but I got to say it. I only have sponsors for products that I actually use. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up. And as always, stay petty, my friends.